Imagine you are out in the middle of a massive snowstorm ready to clear your driveway with your big rig. But the snow plow refuses to move an inch or your dump bed just sits there dead as a doornail. That total failure of your auxiliary equipment is usually triggered by a P255B code, which points to a range or performance problem with your power takeoff or PTO speed selector sensor switch number 2. This system is the literal muscle that connects your transmission to things like snow plows or hydraulic pumps, and it uses a specific sensor to tell the computer exactly how fast that auxiliary gear is turning. When the powertrain control module or the PCM sees a signal that does not match what it expects for the current load, it throws this code and shuts down the fun to protect the hardware from damage. While this won't usually leave you stranded on the side of the road because it does not affect your regular driving, it definitely ruins your productivity if you need that gear to work for a living. This is a common issue on big work trucks from Ford or Ram where the PTO gets used every single day. The usual suspects for this code are a defective sensor or a wiring harness that has been chewed up by road debris or caught on a moving part under the chassis. You should start by doing a very thorough visual inspection of the wiring and the connectors because these parts are often exposed to the worst elements imaginable under the truck. Look for any scraping or bare wires that might be shorting out against the frame or the transmission case. Grab your digital multimeter and check the circuit for any signs of high resistance or a blown fuse that might be cutting off the power supply. A really important thing to check on these systems is the oil level and pressure because many PTO units rely on hydraulic pressure to engage, and if your fluid is low or dirty, the sensor might just be reporting a real performance issue. Check those technical service bulletins first because there might be a specific software update or a redesigned harness that fixes this exact problem for your truck model. It might take a bit of crawling around under the frame, but getting that sensor back in range is the only way to get your auxiliary gear back to work so you can finish the job and get out of the cold. Always ensure your connectors are seated perfectly because the vibration from those auxiliary pumps can easily wiggle a plug loose over time.